Micro Center. Hi everyone. Recently I attended Midwest RepRap Festival and even manned the official ReCreator booth. Right after the event, I hosted a stream where I discussed the events along with Kirby and Rain, both content creators who joined me on the trip. I wanted to showcase all we talked about more concisely in a short video, so I hope you'll enjoy. On our way to Goshen, Indiana, Kirby had wanted to stop by Micro Center. While we waited for Micro Center to open, we grabbed some breakfast and walked through a nearby elk preserve.
The camera eats first.
That's for the vlog. We did it. It's real.
Oh yeah, there is.
It's beautiful. Elk in the wild. Kirby in the wild. Once crashing into Micro Center, Kirby grabbed some filament and we headed back to Indiana. Once there, we set up our space thanks to some great help from Rain. Our booth was decked out in ReCreator projects from myself, Kirby, and Rain. Kirby showed off 3D printed mannequin eyes that can be controlled through VTuber face mesh. Go check out his social media accounts for more updates on that. The stuff I demoed was pieces for a video I'm currently working on regarding 3D printed cosplay and recycled PET. If you're interested, subscribe and there'll be more updates when that comes out. To start off the second day, we arrived early and began talking to all the makers who stopped by our table. The crowds were very welcoming of the ReCreator community, and most were already a little bit familiar with the project. While there, we were able to print out 2 test prints in ReCreator PET and GreenGate 3D PETG. We were so excited to get this working as the venue was in a barn in the middle of rural Indiana in the middle of summer. Suffice to say, it was humid. Luckily, Kirby brought his filament dryer, which seemed to work wonders, allowing us to print in our recycled bottle filament. After making friends with the representative from GreenGate 3D, they let us demo a brand new color they developed. Their scope is very similar to ReCreator, where recycled plastic is used to make new filament. The coolest part of GreenGate's filament is that it has the strength of PETG, but doesn't require the higher temps of PETG when printing. Instead, it prints a lot closer to PLA. On day 2, a raffle for 3D printer parts and even a positron were called. While I didn't win the positron, I did win a Leviathan Voron board, which I'm so excited to use in a future build. Once I finish the printer project I already started, that is. Day 3 was not as eventful as day 1 or 2, but it was to be expected since the convention was wrapping up. I managed to walk around a little bit and get some footage of the wonderful booth set up there. There were printers that could print full color, gigantic size, and even a printer made of Kinects. I also got to prove my FPS gamer skills at the Polymaker booth to win some free filament. We're hungry, so we went to this local chicken place. And we were having the time of our lives. We were like laughing at nothing because we were kind of at that point where you're so tired, you just start like laughing at everything. Kirby said, I haven't drank enough water, my pee's coming out red. And I said, wouldn't it be funny if pee was white instead of red? Which isn't a funny joke. It's like middle school humor. But Kirby was drinking as soon as I said that, and Kirby tried his absolute best to hold it in, and he just starts gagging and spitting water up. He's like, and he starts choking, and I go stone-faced and stop laughing, which makes him and Zombie lose it even harder. Because I'm imaginary joke, hollow punchline. All those places, I was like, I want some ice cream. So we went to Dairy Queen, and we pull into the drive-thru, and the lady at the at the like drive-through window is like, all right, so like, just give me a second, I'm not quite ready. And we're like, okay. Or Zombie says okay, because Zombie was driving. And then she goes, okay, I'm ready to take your order whenever you're ready. And then Zombie turns around and just stares at me. And I look back at him all confused. I'm like, what? And the server goes, sir, you're good to order. Are you still there? And Zombie goes, well, I'm not ordering anything.
He just looked over and stared for like 10 seconds and didn't say shit. We're looking back at him so confused.
And he goes, well, I'm not getting anything. And the lady goes, what? And then I order, and then Kirby orders, and she's like, okay, that'll be, you know, like so-and-so. And we pull up a little bit, and he's like, well, I didn't want anything. And I'm like, well, who are you going to tell? I was waiting for you to order, like, to be courteous. Imagine if you had waited through the whole line, and then you went, I'm not hungry, or I'm not ordering anything, and then pulled away. Like, without actually ordering anything, you just pulled away.
You know what? I'ma go.
Overall, I thought Midwest RepRap was a fun time. Since it was the first RepRap to ever exist, it's clear that it has some history. It's a shame that the event has some growing pains as it struggles to move past its Facebook group roots and evolve with the ever-evolving landscape of RepRap festivals around the world, that being East Coast RepRap, Rocky Mountain RepRap, and Smurf over in Europe. Despite these issues, it clearly is a convention hosted out of love for making, and I thought it was wonderful that many booths were just a single-person project with the main goal of advancing the field. There was a maker who, I wished I caught their name, giving out little Fallout shot glasses to all the booth workers as just a special thanks, and I thought this was super sweet, and it segues really well into a discussion of all the swag I got at the event. First up, filament. From Greengate, I snagged 2 rolls of yellow and army green filament, and was even gifted a roll of white, so those I hope to use in a future project, so stay tuned for those. From the swap meet, I grabbed a roll of Polyflex, which I hope to help dip my toes more into testing TPU filaments. They even make a 90A filament, which is the most flexible filament you can possibly have, so again, stay tuned for that. Also from the swap meet, I grabbed a V6 hot end kit, which I hope to fix my Monoprice Mini with, which again, that'll be a future video. Much to the ire of Dreams Void, I snagged an entire suitcase full of Prusament samples from my friends at the Prusa booth. Their filament is super consistent in quality, so this is a very welcome addition to my haul. LDO, the company who did the Positron giveaway, also gave away maker aprons, which I think I pull off really well. Finally, I got a gift from Kirby. For my newly refurbished 2.85mm diameter Ender 3 Pro from last week's video, Kirby gave me a roll of blue 2.85 filament that he couldn't use. I have the perfect project in mind for this stuff, so stay tuned for more about that. That about covers everything that happened at Midwest RepRap 2024. If you'd like to hear more from the others that were featured in this video, the VOD that was a breakdown for this whole event is linked in the description and in the iCard above. As for me, I will be continuing my work with ReCreator and hope to represent them at future RepRap festivals. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye!